morning, students. Yesterday we have discussed that in the village Palampur the facility of the electricity is there, as well as there is one health center which is operated by the government, and another is a private dispensary which is operated by the private individual. Now the description above shows that Palampur has fairly well developed system of roads, transports, electricity, irrigation, schools and health center. So before this we have discussed that Palampur has the well developed roads, transport facilities there, electricity, irrigation, school and the health center. Now compare these facilities with those in your nearby village. Now an assignment is given that compare that in your nearby village area such facilities are available or not. Now the story of Palampur and imaginary village will take us through the different types of production activities in the village. So through the story of village Palampur, we will see the different types of production activities which are involved in the village. In villages across India, farming is the main production activity. So as we are knowing that our country India is a agrarian based country or agro based country. So in maximum villages of our country India, farming is the main production activity. The other production activity referred to as non-farm activities included small manufacturing, transport, shopkeeping, etc. So besides this farming activities, some non-farming activities are also being done, which is the small manufacturing, transport, shopkeeping, etc. We shall take a look at both these types of activities after learning a few general things about production. So we will concentrate more on the farming as well as the non-farming activities, but first we will see some general things which are related to the production. So we will see what is production, what requirements are for the production, etc. etc. So here, organization of production. The aim of production is to produce the goods and services that we want. So the main aim of the production is to produce the goods as well as the services which an individual require. There are 4 requirements for production of goods and services. So for the production of the goods and services, 4 requirements are there. First requirement is land and other natural resources such as water, forest, minerals. So what is the first requirement? Land and other natural resources like the water, forest and the minerals. Now second requirement is labor. Labor means people who will do the work. Some production activity require highly educated workers to perform the necessary task. Other activity require workers who can do manual work. Each worker is providing the labor necessary for production. So now in the labor there are two types of labors. One is the skilled labor and there is the unskilled. So some production activities are there in which highly skilled labors are required, while some production activities are there in which less skilled labors are required. The third requirement is physical capital. Physical capital means the variety of input required at every stage during production. Now physical capital is also divided into the two. First one is the fixed capital and there is the working capital. So fixed capital A. Tools, machinery, buildings, etc. are known as the fixed capital. Why it is known as the fixed capital? Because once it is purchased by the farmer, it will be for the long duration of time, or it can be used for the long duration of time. So tools and machines range from very simple tools such as farmer's plow to sophisticated machines such as generator, turbine, computers, etc. So in the tools and machines, simple tools can be also there like the plow of the farmer. Beside the sophisticated or highly developed tools and machines like the generator, turbine and the computer. Tools, machines, buildings can be used in production over many years and are called fixed capital. I have already told you all. So why these are known as the fixed capital? Because once it is purchased, it lasts for the long duration of time, or it can be used for many years. That's why it is known as the fixed capital. Another, raw material and money in hand. It is a working capital. Why? See, Production requires a variety of raw materials such as the yarn used by the weavers and the clay used by the potters. So for the production, a varieties of the raw materials are required. Like the if any weaver is there, so raw material will be yarn, means thread, and if any potter is there, raw material will be clay. Also, some money is always required during production to make payments and buy other necessary items. Beside the raw materials, money is also required. Why? For the production activities as well as for the payments or to buy the other necessary items. Raw materials and money in hand are called working capital. So, raw material and money is known as the working capital. Why it is known as the working capital? Because it is required at every stage of the work or at every stage of the production. Unlike tools, machines and buildings, these are used in production. So, like the tools, machines and buildings, these things means working capital are also used in the production. Now, beside these three, one more is required. That is very important one. There is a fourth requirement too. You will need knowledge and enterprise to be able to put together land, labor and physical capital and produce an output either to use yourself or to sell in the market. So beside these three, one more is required, which is very important, that is the knowledge and enterprise. Because it is the knowledge and the dare of the individual that these all things, land, labor, physical capital, are put together and give us output. That output can be used by us or we sell these in the market. These days is called human capital, and these days this fourth requirement is known as the human capital. In the human capital, chapter 2 is there. In that chapter 2 we will read more. Now, in the picture, identify the land, labor and fixed capital used in the production. Picture is given. So land, labor, skilled labor is required, fixed capital, machines and tools. Every production is organized by combining land, labor, physical capital and human capital. So in every production, these four requirements are there. Land is required for setting up the industry, labor is required for doing the work, physical capital as well as the human capital, which are known as the factors of the production. So it can be a question that what are the main factors of the production? So land, labor, physical capital as well as the human capital. As we read through the story of Palampur, we will learn more about the first three factors of production. So we will read more about the first three factors. What are that three? Land, labor and the physical capital. For convenience, we will refer to the physical capital as the capital in this chapter. And in this chapter, physical capital will be required as the capital, or physical capital will be read through the capital.